Oke, game ke-6 guys ya. Draft dari MPL Philippines Grand Final masih di Fnatic Onyx Philippines melawan tim Aurora. Match point untuk tim Fnatic Onyx Philippines. Setelah tadi di comeback one straight push, satu push doang terobos sampai base. Kita bakal lihat nih guys, draftnya guys. Bang jangan error lagi bang. Bang, itu udah di pick bang, ada Harit, ada edit bang, error lagi. Error lagi dah.
They pick it up. Of course, Fnop would take away the Matilda. Now Fnop, Suyo, Gatot, Vexana.
Buset, Gatot, Vexana, combo haram guys.
So Aurora actually
Apa sih Gatotnya bakal bisa bonyok. Tapi kiri draft early tuh. Kiri draft early tuh guys.
That's a darn good.
Coba relock. Lagi main ranked dilihat-lihat relock.
Wah,
grand final.
Especially in early to mid. Gatot Kaca, you
kayak gini, cok. Allahu Akbar. Kan bisa tadi.
This Vexana is gonna stop any big death ball compositions from going wild as well.
You know, the thing I like about what Fnatic Onyx did, because literally the Gatot Kacha is their flex pick, because so far all throughout this series alone, both Brusco and Kirk has used the Gatot Kacha. So in terms of winning the XP lane matchup, they can actually adjust to whatever Kirk prefers going up against an Edith, considering the fact that Kirk knows how to play the Edith. This is one of his best hero, if not the best. So let's see how Fnatic Onyx swerves this kind of
Asli kameranya mutar-muter, mabuk. Liatin rap ya, udah liatin rap.
Their last pick was actually a Phovius that they swerved into. That Aurora definitely didn't expect.
Apa gedein dah kalau translate dah.
I forgot what game was that. Was it game 3 or 4? Yeah, game 3.
Well, could have been 4, yeah. 4.
That's right. And we are getting into the second.
Fanny di ban, Beatrix di ban. Matilda Faramis di ban guys. Karena Matilda Alpha serem sih. Nah, akhirnya.
I've missed this. Rome for. Oh, they
1-1 ditutup guys.
hammering down on the counter picks.
Main nabrak kah? Tigreal Brusco mau keluar nih. Tigreal Brusco lagi tuh kan Renejai. Bawa-bawa mau keluarin Tigreal nih.
Don't see enough picks right now. You can pick your roamer now. Oh, or sorry, EXP laner. I really think this is gonna go into the hands of Brusco.
Pakai yang jaraknya jauh sih, clean lagi kah? Moskov sebenarnya bagus tapi bisa ketangkep ya. Itu yang jadi bahaya ya.
So I'm quite sure this.
Enggak, ini nggak bisa main Rafaela nih guys.
So right now for Aurora to Tig. Rome
Tig and sorry.
Kenapa Aurora nggak laku guys di Mpl-Ph ya? Padahal kayak gini Aurora lumayan bagus ini.
I'm thinking Renegade Tig here.
Yeah.
Bisa Valentina sih, bisa Valentina juga.
Aurora, Zask.
I love the Zask throw there. That actually does feel like it can kind of.
Nah, Aurora pakai Aurora kan? Akhirnya muncul. Udah dibilang kenapa Aurora nggak laku.
And I know, if you did your homework, if you're Fnop, these are very common Aurora picks.
Ngomong apa XP ya? Brusco Gatot apa XP apa Gatot Kirk?
To pick here for last though for them.
Phovius. Oh no, but it's the alpha.
Nah. Phovius gonna be bad against the alpha, I think.
Or
do they go utility here?
It's gonna be Arlot. Arlot is still free, it's not banned yet. They can use Arlot as the XP laner and use Gatot for the roamer item because Arlot can be on the front line and Gatot can use the Avatar of Guardian when Arlot dive into the Aurora. Oh, they're gonna pick Ruby actually. Pusing dah lo ngomong Inggris kan, Lius kan? Siap-siap ya guys ya. Sekalian latihan guys buat jadi panelis Inggris nanti guys, daripada aku gagu ntar guys di Inggris ya. Kesianin lah Lius. Gimana guys, draft guys? Polling. Rora apa Onyx guys? Game 6 nih udah nih.
It's funny, I was thinking about Ruby and Edith, right? How they fare against each other, whether what position. They're very 50-50 in their record this season. Similar to this game, it's a tough call. 50-50 for me.
Let's go guys. Rora biar seru 3-3 guys. Yuk Rora guys sih, kita dukung Rora guys sih guys di game ini guys. Biar seru guys 3-3. Ya nggak sih? Masa ya grand final gamenya cuman 4-2 skor.
Leo and Nice.
Ya bos. High five dong.
Game number 6 here in the Land of Dawn.
Defiant to the end, the light refuses to die. One game at a time. No other team has pushed the league's top seed like this.
Welcome to Mobile Legends.
Taking them through the ringer. That's what Rora's done.
Let's
It
go.
looked like it was almost done business the previous game.
Looked like a
man,
Kita tebak-tebakan guys.
looked
First
like
turtle
at that
harusnya
point
dipegang
when
kiri guys. Tunggu dulu.
that's not the case,
Gatot.
but now we're here in game 6 and you got to give it up to Rora for what
Kiri,
they
cow.
did. They dug down, made it work, and now with this
Wah
lineup,
kanan sih guys. Kayaknya first turtle dipegang Onyx guys. Harusnya Onyx ya, King Kong yang megang first turtle ya. Tebakan Lius di King Kong guys.
Both of them have their strengths in the early game, and both of them have their strengths as the game scales up. Look at this too. I mean, even in essence, this is
Edan.
J picking up the choke,
Lu lihat damage-nya sumpah Ci. Emang Suyo ini gak ada obat kalau early game.
charging up the unbreakable, but won't find anyone.
I'll tell you now, even before that whole skirmish, I'm actually feeling Rora's draft. Especially that last pick, where it looks like Brusco and Coach Why Not discussed a little too long.
Demon kan mau 4. Tarik ulur aja.
Yeah.
So,
Gak ada temennya sih. Aurora juga harus balik.
There's Aurora. What do I do?
What do I do?
Do I take like no, BJ, you got a Ruby, and I think it's a solid compromise until we see it pay off. So right now, I'm feeling more Aurora, and maybe we do go to game number 7. 30 seconds until the turtle spawns, lower quarter of the map. So far,
Yeah.
is it just me or is it because of the back and forth nature of this bout that we've witnessed? But neither team crossing the river too much. Like neither swarming the opposing jungler.
It's a little more like in check, you know. It's
Oke, ke depan nge-shot.
They would have locked them down. They're gonna go for Brusco.
Awas, tukernya banyak nih. Pada sekarat, hei.
That's the soul sever we've
Alah,
seen
mak.
before. This time from
Tuker
King
Brusco,
Kong.
Romer tukernya jungler sama Edward. Tuh kena juga tuh sama XP.
Renegade just given the vision. I don't think they can do anything about it. Take a shot from the Queller. Gonna get zoned out from Super Prince, and that's the objective secured for Fnop.
Nah, you let King Kong eat. He wants the turtle, he gets the turtle, and Renegade just confirmed the inevitable. Demon Kite now in recovery.
1 Romer tuker 2 hero sama 1 turtle.
And then for sure,
Rugi proyek Rora. Tapi tebakanku bener ya. First turtle tadi di Onyx ya.
Fnatic Onyx.
Udah aku bilang guys.
For sure. Looking at the gold, a good chunk of it on King Kong. He's now at 600, 700 up. And Brusco, he's just happy to serve. He's just happy to help.
The problem with that too, there's the pull in. Renegade gonna flicker in, Way the Dragon, right on Mark, right on Brusco, flickers in.
Ultinya gak kena
Right
tuh.
on the Eternal Guard, appeal for him, and Brusco will live. Going back to it too, again with King Kong.
Waduh, di Avatar of Guardian gak tuh Edward.
Edward's in trouble. King Kong picking up another kill.
Edan, ubun-ubunnya ditonjok guys sama Gatot.
But because the Soul Sever
Sakit
does so
tuh
much
pala.
damage, even without items, you get a little extra penetration through. It doesn't matter if you're an Edith.
His kit is what makes up for it. And look at that. Demon Kite can't even mirror the invade. And already Kirk is wailing away at the energy shield. 1,000 gold up. Fnatic Onyx. Just the hero itself.
Snowballing soalnya King Kongnya guys. Ini bahaya guys kalau Suyo snowballing.
High damage, bursty heroes.
Lihat nih Domeng nih.
Oh no.
Lihat map, Domeng lihat map. Lawan hilang. Allahu Akbar.
That's big damn. You can't stop that.
Lawannya hilang Bang Domeng. Nafsu bedah.
It looks like that. Here's more.
Maju lagi sendiri. Auroranya mah ke atas buat ke clear ya.
What's going on here for Rora?
That's Exhibit B.
That's Exhibit B.
And the turtle hasn't even spawned, so this definitely sets up Fnatic Onyx for more.
Asli kebanyakan upuy cok si Domeng. Bang jangan bapering bang, lagi grand final. Kan lagi grand final.
They're at 2,500 gold up already. 4 minutes in, Demon Kite just built his war axe. Edward's in trouble. AOG!
AOG running the mark, Spear of Alpha to answer. Again with the Soul
Mati sih
Sever.
kakaknya,
He's gonna
kena
jump
turret
in
soalnya.
under the turret. Kirk
Alpha
finally
itu,
goes
kuat
down
itu
to
dia,
the
kalau
battle.
main nabrak kayak gitu,
Lockdown,
guys.
King Kong won't get away from the Hitman. Looking to turn the tide here, Aurora. They take a little bit of poke damage, Brusco and Super Prince here, but they might be able to take this turtle.
Huge bounty.
Gak ada King Kong juga, free turtle.
And now suddenly Aurora in control.
Swing lagi nih, pindah lagi goldnya tapi nggak banyak sih.
Renegade just
Tuh,
doing work.
pasti plus di Onyx.
Keeping him at bay. Might be looking
Wish.
for more again with the kick. They go in.
Super Prince.
Who's he going to be able to get again? He gets pulled this time.
Wah.
Brusco could be in trouble. The Soul Sever going to be used, and Demon
Dia
Kite
nafsu bet ya.
left to the whims, and Renegade tries to help out.
Kalau ketukar King Kong untung, masalahnya nafsu banget sih itu guys. Dalam tanda kutip jadinya greedy. Karena dia tadi habis dapetin turtle malah masuk lagi ke jungle lawan karena mungkin dari si cownya Renegade dapat kick kan. Cuma tetap aja jadinya malah ngasih kill ke lawan lagi. King Kong lagi.
Too deep into Fnatic Onyx jungle, and what did that get him? Well, to be fair, Demon Kite is closer now to King Kong. What is that, like 600 gold in between?
Yeah.
It definitely was much worse like 2 minutes ago.
He made some big moves, and they had to. Like, that whole thing, the way they responded down at the bottom lane, kind of started them getting back into position. So this is exactly what Rora needed, because, you know, just a little bit ago, the lead was already ballooning past the 2K mark.
Yep, approaching 3. And with Doming here, picking up the Starlium Scythe, I'd reckon Renegade might want to start picking off random heroes hanging out up top and serving up a kill to Doming so that they can make some leeway there. King Kong coming out of the bush. I'm not so sure if Fnatic
Mereka mau targetin si Doming lagi nih.
Members of Fnop on the upper quarter of the map. They make a concealed play.
Kok rata sih?
Wise to try and kill Kirk. He's a chunky boy.
Kirk tebel, Cok.
Trade around here. Kirk.
Tuker atas.
AOG on out. The turret, though, is going to be taken. Meanwhile, up top, Doming was forced out of lane, so it's going to be a trade across the map for the tier 1s.
All right.
Chip di ban terus guys, gak pernah dilepas. Di grand final ini Chip gak pernah dilepas.
Top lane to Aurora. And now they set up for the final turtle. Upper quarter. Brusco and King Kong holding this bush. Renegade slowed down. I think Renegade has to start protecting himself and keeping that kick for when it actually matters.
I think he played the early portion really well. And now we'll see if he adjusts. He's looking to set up here in the mid lane again for the turtle. Edward goes down. There's the kick right on the mark. King Kong could be in
Wah,
trouble.
bagus ulti Auroranya. Free to Kelra, Cok.
Unleashed it on the backside. Looking for the pick off. Everybody's
Dapat kill sih seenggaknya Kelranya ke Yue. Tapi masalahnya si King Kongnya take down guys. Jadi turtle punya si Rora. Nggak boleh gitu sih Onyxnya juga. Makin lama makin rugi tau. Tuker atas dong. Oh mau di Demon. Nah ini nih. Movement greedy kayak gini nih agak bahaya guys. Kalau Demon Kite malah tadi mau ambil merah lagi. Ketangkap Brusco PR itu Alpha. Tuh.
Bottom lane is still in control.
Yep.
And suddenly, Fnatic Onyx have to check bushes now more often. It's clear that Aurora are in the driver's seat. And I'm not going to say it's all Renegade, but he played a big role. Anyone who says otherwise is wrong.
He's played a massive role in this. And what you're noticing is he's angling those kicks right on the mark towards Yue. A lot of times if he's kicking one, it makes Fnop respond, and then they get set up into a frigid glacier. Like that is as choreographed as it gets. I mean, look at him right now. He's providing a ton of vision too.
He's fine.
Might actually go in for something, not committing to it. But this is what has to be handled here. Fnop has to be able to go ahead and contain.
Sebenarnya draft kiri itu nanti makin ke late game, team fight-nya makin solid. Renegade bisa pick off lagi. Kuncinya itu sebenarnya kalau seandainya Kelra terkena takedown sih sama Super Friends, itu jadi winning condition buat Rora guys. Mereka kalau dari Onyx, mereka harus takedown Doming. Karena nanti damage-nya Doming itu bakal sakit banget guys. Di menit 12. 4 item aja, 3 item, 4 item udah sakit banget Harit.
The Lord is spawning in the upper quarter, and they're making sure that the long lane is good.
Gonna get pulled. I'm offended. They're tired of Renegade dancing in front of him now. King Kong jumping towards Yue.
Lagi kena.
Looking to crash him down. They'll take out Yue in the exchange.
Kenapa ya Alpanya di kiri loh guys. Mereka main sampai ke jungle lawan. Jauh banget Cok. Mau pick off kah gitu loh. Kalau mau pick off tapi itu risky move sih.
The offensive maneuvers of Aurora like, all right.
Risky move itu guys.
We're back in the back seat. We're back in the ropes. And because of that sudden response by Fnatic Onyx, they can't control the long lane anymore. The lane is pushed in. Fnatic has 1,000 gold up. And they have to find a way to get Renegade back into that flow. They have to trick Fnatic Onyx into thinking, we can't do this. Not without killing Renegade.
I think this is where you really
Masalahnya Rora ini demen banget satu momen comeback sih. Itu yang harus Onyx hati-hati sih. Berarti lebih disiplin RRQ dong. Di atas kertas ya. Walaupun RRQ juga sering ke comeback sih. Di gang sempit ya. Terutama. Ya nggak? Setuju nggak kalian guys? Oh ya, thank you Yusuf. Diingetin.
And they can't be in the same spot. If Brusco gets his way and gets a good hook in, that ruins Aurora's entry point. See, look how Brusco's keeping that pixel brush. That's key for Fnatic Onyx to keep this Lord dancing.
All he has to do is sit there too, you know? He's even got that flicker available, so it's a little bit, if he decides to, they want to go for it and go for that pull with the I'm offended flicker. They can actually set it up, but they don't have to force it.
And the only one who can really afford a hook check is Domeng, because Domeng has a purify. Yeah. But if you purify that hook,
ya war 5-nya kuat. Itu draft Onyx, draft war banget itu.
AOG, King Kong stun on a charged surge, Super Prince's ult. It's literally a bad idea. So that's why Brusco single-handedly is also keeping Fnatic Onyx in the game here, in the Lord Dance.
They'll still take the calm approach for it. Gonna go in. Actually, there's the pull into the Eternal Guard. The Spirit of Alpha, though.
Cakep coy, kombonya combo wombo combro.
And King Kong on the defense has to
Gelo.
get out. Could be a take for Rora now after a great
Gue-nya juga
setup.
pas banget lagi tuh dapatnya tuh. Jadi Kang es batu cok. Ya true damage dari Alpha jangan ditanya lah guys. Demon Kite lah.
And that led to a Lord score. Couple of kills too. And I thought it was a good engage.
Mahal sih tuh gue-nya tadi. Move on-nya.
Change the tide of battle. I thought Super Prince was going to drop a good ult.
Yeah. This was again a showcase of the patience that Rora has to play around with. Even if it's not Renegade starting those fights and starting them up, if they just respond the correct way with the tools they have, with this lineup against Brusco polling them, then they can win those fights.
By the way, yang baru datang jangan lupa follow, yang belum follow guys sambil ditap-tap ya teman-teman ya. Yang di YouTube jangan lupa like, jangan lupa juga subscribe yang belum subscribe ya. Thank you teman-teman.
So how do they approach that fight?
What's worse for Fnatic Onyx is they actually want to keep fighting. They actually want to keep playing footsies. But the fact that Aurora hide themselves so well makes it
Inner turret bawah sih harusnya bisa dapat ya. Inner turret tengah agak ragu, DPS takutnya kurang, di clear cepat sama Super Prince.
Kirk stacks on the Thunderbelt.
Apakah mereka mau lepasin? Iya dilepasin ya Monik ya? Oh enggak sih. Oh iya dilepasin guys. Zoning outnya ini Rora bagus sih. Brusco. Oh lihat map guys. King Kong udah flanking.
Sandwich off Rora. Lord finally been worked on here by Fnop.
Tuh pulang dia. Teman-temannya nggak bisa maju soalnya.
They defend for now for Fnatic Onyx Philippines after that Lord.
Despite this being a small lead at 1,500, I think Aurora and Fnatic Onyx PH knows that that's more than a true story. Aurora are controlling the map.
Okay, conceal play from the Rora. Are they gonna get one hero to be picked off? But look at that!
Again, able to find two.
What an awesome move from UA, guys!
Renegade holding down the front side, goes in for the kick, gets the
Waduh! Tiga guys!
Rora's looking to cap this one out. They still have to win.
Waduh, Kelranya hidup gak jadi NK.
Enough minions to end the game, but Rora,
hati-hati ya. Kan sini harus saya nih. Harus saya nih. Ini. Minionnya spam. Gelo! 3-3 gini guys. Ini baru grand final guys. Ini baru grand final cok. 3-3 guys. Kelas ini seru banget sih ini sumpah. Gak sia-sia kita dukung Rora di game 6 guys. Gak ada yang perlu di-var ya game ini soalnya bisa dibilang one-sided sih buat teman-teman Fnatic Onyx-nya. Enggak one-sided juga, early game Fnatic Onyx snowballing loh itu Suyo-nya guys. Cuman ya gimana gak bisa di-secure. GG. Boleh Rora GG.
Let's